All right, so tell me what you guys think about this one. So my homegirl came over and her man was with her. By the time they arrived to my house, I was just getting out of the shower. So I left the door unlocked for them to let themselves in. Anyways, after I put on some clothes, as you can see in the picture, I went in the living room to greet them. When I walked up, I gave my homegirl a hug, and she looks me up and down with an attitude. So I reach out to her. I reached to her boyfriend to give a church hug, and she put her arm in the way, stopping me from hugging him. Now I'm wondering, like, what the F is her issue? She tells her man to go to the car. Then she proceeds to question me and asks, "Where are my clothes?" I told her I'm in the comfort of my home. I don't need to put clothes on. She then tells me I knew she and her man was coming, so I should have put clothes on. Well, I kept it real with her and told her she's insecure and jealous of me, being that she thinks she can tell me what to do in my home. So go ahead and tell me what you guys think. I see it two different ways, okay? Now, as logical as the woman is for saying, hey, you should have put more clothes on, right? You know, my man's coming over. Class, integrity. I mean, honestly, preventative measures, right? You shouldn't even want to be seen like that. Like, just because it's your house, it's okay with my man seeing you like that just because it's your house? Like, so you come out the shower, right? And you dress like that. Okay. You got no thought in the world for how her man might see you. I just feel like if it were me and I'm hopping out of the shower and I know my homeboy coming with his girl, I would put a robe on. Even though it's my house, nobody would have to suggest this to me, but I consider others. You understand? I wouldn't take any mind that he may be insecure what I look like or anything like that. I'm just not going to create a situation that just creates a problem. You understand, if I can help it. So yeah, I would make sure I put a robe on, make sure I don't just come out like that with his girl right there. I know she's coming over. If I know, and if he's coming over, I mean, still, like, what are we doing here, right? But I get it, girls and girls, she's not coming, y'all dress like that. But okay, whatever. But so while I totally agree with what the lady was asking of her here, well, you could put some clothes on, my man coming through, right? You know he's with me. While I understand, woman logic though, okay? Follow me. Woman logic, she's totally right. This lady here, she's right. Here's why. And you guys, you see this all the time. Women often say they don't want nobody telling them how to dress. Why? It's their body, their autonomy, their right, their expression, right? And if you have a problem with that, when men have a problem with it, hey, babe, can you put some more clothes on? I don't want other men looking at you in a certain way. You dig? What's she gonna say? You're insecure. It's her body, right? So I find it breaking woman logic to ask another woman to put on some clothes because your man might look at her. Because often what men are saying is, can you put some more clothes on? We don't want other men looking at you like that. Now you're telling your friend, can you put some clothes on? Because I don't want my man looking at you like that. But it's just kind of against y'all's philosophy, right? Now, I think it's weird that the lady argued it's her house because based on their philosophy, I mean, it's her body. I mean, if she wanted to wear something like that outside of the house, I mean, she posted it on TikTok, on Facebook for everybody to see, that outfit. So she's probably not thinking that's something she don't want to show people. I mean, people post, photos in less than that on a daily basis on public social media, right? So we're not really even, we're kind of not the same as we used to be back in the day, right? So to the lady's point, a friend is a little insecure, right? She probably insecure about what her man might have thought of her when she saw her come around that corner. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, likely a little insecurity. Jealousy, I don't know about the jealousy part, but I get it. This is kind of the philosophy, right? Somebody has an issue with something that you're doing because it affects them in some way. And while it may make sense, just, hey, call them insecure. Negates the fact that the rest is true, right? Because, in all honesty, she doesn't want a man looking at you like that. You shouldn't want her man looking at you like that. And the fact is, yes, she may be insecure. You have a nice shape, right? Of course, she might be insecure. The way you're dressed, Yes, she might be insecure as the what he might be looking at you. That's true. But still, the fact remains, you could put some more clothes on for the respect of what they got going on, right? You don't know how strong that is. You don't know if he got wandering eyes. You don't know if he might, even say something out the way to you and create a whole situation now. And if you weren't dressed that way, and I get it, you will say, hey, well, hey, his actions are on him. I get it. But again, all that to me is a little bit against the philosophy. Now, my honest opinion, okay, is that somebody coming over to your house, regardless, right? You should have some type of sanctity in your own temple, right? Some things shouldn't be for everybody to see, right? Now, like I said, people post this type of stuff on social media all the time, so I can't say that that's crossing her boundaries. So maybe she don't feel like that's out of pocket, but if her man is with her, I mean, I would have considered that. But if she's telling you that, right, it sounds like to me you would respond to your friend and say, you know what, that's on me. I didn't think about how you may feel, how you may take that. I'll put a robe on, right? Now, again, this is your crib. So you could feel like, hey, her telling her man to go to the car, that's exactly what she should have done. And then she should have said, hey, I'll just come back a different time and not even ask anything of you because it is your body, right? And if she is on woman philosophy, it's your body. It's also your crib. So she should just know how you move and just not come back over there with her man, right? But obviously it bothered her, so she chose to talk to you about it. She felt some type of way about it. Maybe she felt like he was trying to show off in front of her man. She could have felt like, man, hey, maybe you jealous. Maybe you insecure. So I feel like the name calling and, calling people out on the feeling they may be experiencing is besides the point. You could have just heard her out, try to understand where she's coming from, like that is her man. It could cause problems, whether or not it's your home. It could cause problems inside their home. And clearly, she's talking to you about it. So if your friend's insecure, that ain't enough reason for you to go put something on. She's insecure about it, right? So ain't that enough to go put something on? I mean, whatever. It sounds like to me, in most cases, whenever you challenge women nowadays to do anything differently like that, they're going to give you every reason why they shouldn't have to, instead of acknowledging the fact that there's a reality outside of them, right? But it shows that they do know more. They do understand this stuff when men are trying to kick this game and tell them, say, hey, look, can you put some more clothes on? I don't want other men looking at you like that. I'm trying to protect you. They understand what we're talking about because when they're in a situation like that, look at what she did. Sent a man to the car. She's protecting him. She's protecting herself, right? And then she's going to have a conversation with her friend like, why you do that? Right? And then what did she get from her friend? The same thing that we get from women when we talk to them about putting on a little bit more clothes. Boundaries. Things that would make us feel more comfortable. And that's what she's asking. Hey, this make me feel more comfortable. You ain't come out looking like that. Come on now. I mean, you see all what you got right there. I mean, men gonna look. I mean, I don't want my man having to, who knows? I don't even want to risk that. She didn't want to hear it. You can make perfect sense, and they're not gonna want to hear it. Because in their mind, they make perfect sense. It's her house. You came over here, like whatever the case may be. Never hearing what the person's actually trying to say and if it makes any sense. It makes perfect sense on why she should put more clothes on. But using woman logic, it don't make any sense at all why the other lady would ask her, why don't you put more clothes on? My man with me. Nah, it's her body. It's her autonomy. It is what it is. If you don't mind other men looking at y'all and y'all gonna argue for each other that it's their right regardless of what that creates for men, why is it a problem that your man is now looking? Because you got to think, when you take your man out, your man takes you out and you telling him, I'm gonna wear what I want. Well, it's other women out wearing what they want. And so if you don't want him looking at those women like what she's trying to prevent right here, you think she understand where he's coming from. But hypothetically speaking, what if men went out and just looked wherever they wanted to look, as long as their woman was dressed however she wanted to dress? You look how you want to look. I'll look where I want to look. If men can look at you that way and you're okay with it, you must be okay with me looking at other women that way. That would be crazy, wouldn't it? But it'd be the perfect parallel to kind of show women what's going on here, Anyway, put your thoughts in the comments, man. Let me know what you think about this. All right? Peace.